Through these merits, may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the four faults, and be delivered from triggered by the waves of
today we're going to recite Hatsutra. So read, those who read English, you're going to the chanting that was done Metriba, the youngster, they call it Metriba. They were chanting that, going nicely. So those who read in Chinese, the translation of the long one. So it's in Chinese we have. So that. So somebody can lead that chanting. Last time we did. Huh?
Can somebody chant?
So Mike, there can be a mic over there on that side.
I'll read.
Papa control sum la capsule chat salo. Dida dagi duba tu chi ne chomda dagi opusha gato. Sorry. Chomdan den gig japok go punpo riral de longi de danto tempo danto tempo. Semge de don tempo do.
It was to be done in English.
Thank you for your read in Tibetan. Now read in English.
Oh, I prostrate to the three noble, rare, sublime ones. Thus did I hear at one time the Bhagavan was dwelling on massive Valtas mountain in Rajagriha together with a community of monks and a great community of Bodhisattvas. At that time the Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perception. Also at that time the Bodhisattva Mahasa Arya Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of the perfection of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra, Sutta Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, how should any son of the lineage strain wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of. He said that, and the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Sharadvatiputra Shariputra, son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection should look upon it like this correctly and repeatedly, beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, position of factors and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, all phenomena are emptiness without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, vision not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, discrimination, no composition, no factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no visual form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no object of touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I, and so on up to and including no mind element and no mental consciousness element, no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on up to and including no aging and death, no extinction of aging. Similarly, there is no suffering, origination, cessation, and path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Shariputra, therefore, because there is no attainment, Bodhisattvas rely on, dwell in the perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration, without fear, having completely passed beyond error, they reach point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in the three times also manifestly, completely awakened to surpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment in reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, mantra equal to the unequal, the mantra that thoroughly passes so suffering should be known as truth, since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared Hayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhisattva. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the one arose from that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya Avalokiteshvara, saying, said, when said son of the lineage, it is like that, it is like that, to practice the profound perfection of wisdom, says you have indicated, even the Tathagatas rejoice, the Bhagavan having the Venerable Sharadvari Putra, the Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, Arya Avalokiteshvara, and those surrounding in their along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas were overjoyed and highly praised that spoken by the Bhagavan.
So the prayer of the line-faced Dakini, from the Holy Supreme realm of Kichara, you who possess the powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation, look after practitioners like a mother looks after her children. The host of Dakinis of the three abodes, I prostrate. Aka Samaranza Shatara Samaraya Pe. Aka Samaranza Shatara Samaraya Samaraya.
Aka
Samaranza Shatara Samaraya Pe. Tayata Gade Gade Para Gade Para Samga Bodhi Soha. By the teachings of the three noble sublime one, possessing the power of the truth, may the hindrance be averted, may it be eliminated, may it be pacified. May all enemies and negative forces opposed to the Dharma be completely pacified. Shindim Guri Soha. May the host of the 80,000 obstacles be pacified. May we be free from harmful conditions to Dharma. May all excellence be in accordance with the Dharma. And may there be auspiciousness and perfect happiness here right now. Te bai chimbe sunju samu nembara jive yundo jinga buwa shu benzambun wanje senge saishi benzaringe wanje kuyunge kubewe soje njabodina shandu no balanje chanda meji le da le ba ya da ya ji nyan jen da long jo do da me ni da me ni ge da Rinpoche de wo ya ba san ge shi de je ya ba ma ma ba ya lo do ko lo Rinpoche no mo Rinpoche Sumo Rinpoche, Numbo Rinpoche, Nambo Rinpoche, Dacho Rinpoche, Mabe Rinpoche, Deche Baya Bomba, Yama Chimama, Yama, Mendoma, Nidama, Nasama, Jija, Yama, Dawa Rinpoche, Chole Namai, Yaje, Usolada, Aje Beson Zowa, Sashi Yido, Dena Jinja Zawa, Jive, Pande Nama, Damba, Kambara Deya, Yonzo Dembe, Yanke Kapje, Dama Tude, Soba, Rinpoche, Be Sambo, Shengane. Dhamma jimbe sunja samme shive yudo shingan biwa yu tuje drive dendo shiso shine gyan daso jowa mange nange nandani dunje damje tu zewa jimbe ngo
Sanje Jodam Sojjana
Nage Jinge Samaj Dola Vinje Sange Damajo
Sanje Jodam
Sojjana Janjo Hando Kane Jasoj Nage Jinge Samaj Dola Vinje Sange Damajo
Sanje Jodam
Sojjana Janjo Hando Kane Jasoj Nage Jinge Samaj Dola Vinje Sange Damajo
인데 집에서 누구지 이거 집대 돌아 뱀바스는 남신 이거 주제들을 잡아 간다는데 봐 인데 주제면서 주제 이거 용달아 차다 자자자로 관계 땡진 저와서 가보면 맞지만 집에 매번 원부터 다들 때문에 집에 좁아니 시내 벌써 했으면 담았다라 차서 제가 진짜에서 예와도 제가더라 초대되죠 그거에 대외를 하베니 이제 중세 예매배 엄마한테 레버터라 대외 순년지 담배 잔듯이 치매라도 제가 주는 샘라처 간짓는 조군제 나 되지당 녀망바에 내근 세바체메 자퇴한다 삼바지 주디는 상에서도 저한테는 바차베 나무 사이가 돌던지게 좀하다 메근다 조군제는 지다 못 탐색해도 나가 저전도 인데 가서 잡지 그는 number much grab the service pray to Bodhichitta 창조 심지랑 된주 창조 심지 신된주 창조 심지 디바방 창조 심지 님버체 So, if you have a bodhicitta, so even not actual realization, but the effort of bodhicitta, with effort to generate bodhicitta, so that so the whatever works to do or works to accomplish for ourselves, and then do the bodhicitta. Do the bodhicitta. Also, even you have work to do for others, do the bodhicitta. So even you have threatening, even you have danger. So you see, if you want to live in bodhicitta, not only realization but even the effort of bodhicitta, you see, then the fear, the scary situation, scary life situation, it will be abandoned. You'll be free from that. You'll be free from that. You can overcome on that. Whatever it is. So the example in the Zhang Deshir monastery, Deshir monastery, Benjamin Lamas, the monastery that established by the first Dalai Lama, the first incarnation. Jawa Kindijuba, first incarnation of His Holiness, who established that Deshirumbo monastery in Tibet. So they are there, I don't know, in the past life of the Getsang Rinpoche, named Bodhisattva Getsang Damyam Molam. So it was a Bodhisattva, who is Bodhichitta realization. So there was a water flood coming. There was a water flood coming towards the monastery. Water flood. Big water, so danger coming towards the monastery. So he wrote on the stone, if it is true that I Bodhichitta, then the order should go back. So you turn the stone, after you wrote on the stone, then you turn the stone back towards water flood coming towards the monastery. It was a dangerous monastery. So the water went back. Oh, like that. That's his realization, Bodhichitta. So power of that. The stone wrote, if it's true that I Bodhichitta, the water should return back. So you face the letter face to the water return back, the water flood return back. Oh, not that, you see, by the power of Bodhichitta. And there. Then I think in Tibet, in Lhoka, southern part of Tibet, so there was a messenger in the boat. The boat, many people were getting heavy. So there was a messenger. He jumped. So to make the boat lighter for the other people. You see? So he jumped out of the boat. He jumped the water, the lake in Tibet. So what happened? Because of Bodhichitta, so this not necessarily that it has a realization Bodhichitta, but a good heart. You know, he didn't want to sing the boat, and everybody sing. So he, because of the danger of some people, you see. So he dedicated himself. He jumped out of the boat in the lake. You see. Then suddenly he didn't die, because a good heart, power of good heart. You see. Then he didn't sink in the lake. He ran at Ja. Ja is always not necessarily like this. Due to rain, sunlight, always like this. No. Ja is the different colored clouds, not necessarily always like this. You think also like that, no. It's the rainbow. That's rainbow. Ja is it can be also white, very fine, extremely fine, very fine clouds, very, very extremely fine, not normal clouds, but extremely fine clouds in Ja. There's a kasure, then it also can be different color. Shape doesn't have it always like this, no. It can be. I remember in Solukhumbu when I was small, there were 2 times happened. Sky full of the different color clouds, whole sky full. I don't know what. I don't know. There was a small child, so I don't know what's happening in the country. There must be something auspicious thing happening. I don't know. Yeah, some very auspicious thing happening. So 2 times I saw, but like that I didn't see anywhere. On the child in the rolling. Then another one less. So I think maybe something, I don't know. Yeah, something, some great holy being or doing activity or came or in the country or so it could be. So maybe think reincarnating or doing different activities for sentient beings. So this can happen. And Solukhumbu was I think it's a kind of not rare. It sometimes can happen. I think it's a sign of different holy beings, what maybe passing away or what reincarnating or I don't know, different things or benefiting sentient beings. So a sign, an auspicious sign. Rainbow not necessarily always good. In the West, I think people find attractive, and but the rainbow is a different sign. What happened to the king, or king is going to killed or died, or the different meanings. The rainbow, that was good. So that's yeah, in the text, it's when the other Arjuna explained or something. There are things, bad things what are going to happen in the country or things like that. Anyway, so yeah, extremely, just so beautiful. I mean, unbelievable. That it stays 1 hour or a few hours, all of that. One was less. So anyway, one messenger had a good heart, so he jumped out of to other people don't sing. So he dedicated his life. He jumped from the boat. But then you see, because he did that with a good heart. So the different color clouds, not this one, different color clouds came. Jasuba, different color clouds on his body. Oh, he didn't die. So there's power of good heart. So there, you see, so so the danger in singing in the water was free. He didn't have that problem. Like that, you see. Then I think mother and daughter also, I think, I don't remember. Yeah, anyway, good heart, with a good heart, dedicated person, they they jumped in the lake. And so they jumped in the lake, and they are born in Bodhichitta, Pure Land. Like that, mother and daughter, they dedicate their life for sentient beings. And they are from the boat, I think. Yeah. So they're born in Bodhichitta, Pure Land as a result. Only there. Chen Changju Semji Rinpoche, Bodhichitta becomes a remedy to the delusion, to the self-cherishing thought, particular self-cherishing thought. That which brings obstacle to practice Dharma and everything, past, present, future, all the sufferings. All they actually become remedy to the Bodhichitta, particularly the self-cherishing thought. Because delusions, you see like that. So, then the other thing I want to say is you see, by generating motivation, Bodhichitta, to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings, to benefit your life dedicated to benefit of sentient being. So then you see the work you're doing is for sentient beings. Generally, whatever you're doing, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, starting meditation, whatever. You see it. So you do the Bodhichitta. So to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. So you do it for sentient beings. So everything. Since from the time you wake up and go to bed, everything for sentient beings. So you see, so the success is all for others. Whatever you need to do for others, success for that. So success working for others. So that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Your main purpose of living life, working for others. So yes, with the Bodhichitta you get success working for others. So by the way, then works for self. Works for self. You see, happens by the way, naturally, without effort, it happens by the power of Bodhichitta. So living life with Bodhichitta motivation, it has a true success. you see, success, the work for others, and success for oneself. One action, two purpose, two success. One action, two purpose. Success, happiness to others, and the success to yourself, by the way, which naturally happens. Like that. So then, without not being like that, purpose of living the life is just a self-cherishing thought. In the West, you have to advertise. In the West, it's so important. You see the self-cherishing thought, because you advertise how I'm good. You have to advertise. In reality, even you are not good, but you have to advertise. How you are good, you have to advertise for 100%. So that's you see, that's the everybody. I'm saying general people say everybody. That's what. I'm the best. I'm the, all like that. Generally speaking, of course, in the public there's Buddha, there's Bodhisattva. Of course, yes, but it's a general people like that. You have to advertise. That's all. That's all they advertise. I'm the best. Like that, you see. So you see, all the obstacles, not only to achieve enlightenment, but even the works of this life, all the obstacles for you to not achieve, not happening, so many obstacles. That's the self-cherishing thought. From where came all the obstacles, the self-cherishing thoughts. So that's why in the great Bodhisattva, Shantideva said in the Bodhichitta Guide to Bodhisattva Life, Darshan Jewa Machena, yourself and others don't change. So instead of renouncing others, cherish only I, then cherish others who are numberless sentient beings. Cherish others, let go I. Let go I. Because as I mentioned before, from beginningless rebirth, all the sufferings, all the obstacles, to achieving enlightenment, didn't get to achieve enlightenment, all the obstacles from beginningless rebirth up to now, and also in the future. Continuously, then there is a cherishing I. From that, all the problems came. even do not change oneself into others, you cannot achieve Buddhahood. There is no happiness in even samsara. While you're in samsara, there is no happiness. Leave aside future life happiness. Even the happiness of this life, even the works of this life cannot be achieved. Like that. You cherish the I. Then Bodhisattva Thomas Sangpa said in the seven practice. So, I don't remember the first word exactly. I would remember the rest part, but rest words, but first one, exactly. But what it's saying is that all the sufferings came from cherished I. I mean, that's the meaning, essence. And next one is, I remember, Zawe Sanje Shenben Semle Chung. The Buddha, the full enlightenment, I mean the Buddhahood, came from cherishing others, toward benefiting others. That means cherishing others. Zawe Sanje. Buddhahood. Came from total benefiting others. Therefore, to free limitless sentient beings from samsara, to be free from samsara. For that, then generate Bodhichitta, and therefore, then generate Bodhichitta. Therefore, general Bodhichitta is the practice of the Bodhisattva. All like that. So all the sufferings came from the mind seeking one's own happiness. Seeking one's own happiness. The self-cherishing thought. Dunga tamche rangde dole chung, zawe sangye shenpen semle chung, teche taye semje dachi chanjo semje jase lakli all that. So anyway, so look at that. As I was saying, yes. So all the problems that you have in the life all come from that. So difficult to achieve even the happiness of this life. So like that. So, good-hearted. No question is the Bodhichitta, but even just very good-hearted people, and then do the work regards oneself and others, and do the work for others. So, do the work for others, to accomplish the happiness of others. Then, by the way, all the works of self will succeed naturally. It happens. One action, true success. That's actually benefit of the good heart. So then working for just for self-cherishing thought, then yes, as a Bodhichitta, the ascended ever said, you see, even to achieve happiness in life, so many obstacles, what is difficult to achieve, what else that? So that's the wise one, who lives a life normally in that way. So the wise one. So you see, so it's done with a good heart, benefit others. So therefore, day and night, always you create good karma all the time. Even the person doesn't know about good karma. Even that person doesn't know about that's the person's attitude, always working for others. So for many people, so your work is just comes by the way, succeed. Sorry. In this time, that's one time we received Katsure, precious human body, the spiritual perfect human body. Then I met with the Dharma, I met with his friends. Many with us, many qualified words with friends. To bring Dharma, the whole complete path to enlightenment. For able to reveal complete path to enlightenment. So that we are so unbelievable, most fortunate this time. So fortunate. That you can, at least, even you don't get realization, but at least you can prepare. Rinpoche imprinted, so make so close to achieve realization of the path to enlightenment. Or sooner or later than to achieve enlightenment for sentiments. So not just next life, then after this, not just reborn Lord, then and even samsara, free samsara, from samsara, not even that. And then not fall in the wrong nirvana, and achieve great nirvana, full enlightenment, free the numberless sentiments from the ocean samsara suffering, bring them to Buddhahood. Therefore, sorry. to achieve full enlightenment, to do that perfectly. And so they were I'm going to listen to teaching. Yeah, then the righteous conduct of other than the motivation power, the Bodhichitta, the Dharma motivation was Dharma to Bodhichitta. Then also righteous conduct or listen. Or then need to listen to teaching. Yeah. So as I mentioned yesterday, the qualities, the general, like that, the virtuous friend, like that, then say, then I tell, sorry, myself don't have those qualities. Yeah, so, then I sorry. Yeah, then I may have some extra, extra things to teach some of you, some things which you don't have, I have, some things you don't have, and I have to teach that, like that, I might have to some of you. Maybe, yeah. Well, like that, yeah. So the prayer, I mentioned those 3 prayers, as I mentioned, suggested. So important every day to make the prayer. So important from your side. Those 3 prayers I will suggest. So if you don't know what are the 3 prayers, you ask each other. And those who knows, and ask each other. So important. So yeah, you see, you have to create karma from now on to up to enlightenment. Not only this life, also next life, there's hundreds, millions, billions, you see, you have to create a cause or success, spiritual success. I mean, that's what it is. Up to enlightenment, you have to pray. So you see, that prayer, those prayer. So all of that, you can't. So you have to create a cause from your side for success, spiritual success, Dharma success. My mother, she told me in the caves, she clean or she makes water from like bottle lamps. Then she says she makes a prayer for me in the morning, afternoon, evening. So So she says, may the sun shine on the snow mountain. Something like that, I don't remember exactly. Say, may I, then the Katsuri, I think means like that. My life will become like sunshine, like Mount Everest, like snow mountain. So that's the example. She didn't say example, but that's what example. Then I think it's probably one to control the whole world or something like that. But I thought she's making useless prayer. I didn't know at the beginning, but for a long time she was doing useless prayer. I thought I made a bit of fun. But then later, you see, when the Rinpoche Gyatso text, the Murutama, you see the practice. There, you see, you visualize that Murutama deity goddess in the sun, in the morning when the sun shines. So you visualize that, and you recite this shadow means rise. Pulse shadow, so magnificent rise. And then you pray the goddess Murutama for to have all the success. 10 times you do it. There might be more than recite the mantra. I do not remember completely clear, but that's basically like that. You visualize the goddess Murutama for success. And also, I think, to win all the court cases, particular. But I think you'll be able to visualize putting thread and needle on the goddess. I think something like that, I'm not sure. I think so that in the court case, you win the court case, so the other person cannot speak or something. Who's fighting to you, so control the other's speech, sort of. I think then you win the court case. Anyway, so there's a prayer like this for success. When the sun rises, you visualize the goddess Murutama, or Murutama, so the mantra. So you visualize the goddess in the sun. But with thread, I think that might be only with the court case, I'm not sure. So anyway, for success. So one student, one American student, the name is in the board of the FMG and the board for organizers for many years. His name is Karuna, lived in Nepal. So always has to, at Bauda, he walked down to Bauda, and from there he take taxi to Kathmandu. So he always recites this mantra to find the taxi. And he get always taxi. By reciting this mantra, he get always taxi to go down Kathmandu. So, that's it. So I saw that. So my mother's prayer, it remembered, and I didn't discover, it was not actually I made mistake. I made fun of that, but actually what she was praying is what it was the Rinpoche Gyatso, the Murutama the goddess. is the sadhana. You see, the short practice and so the shara balshara. So because you pray to succeed, to success. Your wishes, that. So I was surprised that actually her prayer was from that. Anyway, I told her at that time, the prayer doesn't make sense. You should pray. What prayer should make it to succeed my Dharma practice in this life. Oh, I told her this. This is what you should pray. I'm sure. Of course, so far. Of course, what I can do to the world, to benefit the world. I don't know. Well, it's student and all that. So, of course, my mother's kindness with the bird. She gets a bird. She do carry. So, as I mentioned to you, 4 ways of kindness of the mother. So then I think also maybe due to her prayer, she prays in the morning, afternoon, evening time. Like that, she prays all the time. But she died a long time ago. Then she reincarnated as a monk. She advised the mother. I remember she was in the cave. The Sherpa lady came rolling, lives next to Gamu, it's a place called, this hermitage called Ganu. So she was there. There's is a lay, not monk. My mother's incarnation's father. So father's father. So reincarnated. My mother's reincarnated to Lamangwang. So the grandfather's name Lamangwang. So he's one of the son of the previous Tame Lama, who's not a monk, Le Lama, who was always to retreat and to give initiations of like Longla man, the Chinese mid-sitting, the Longla man, white beards like that, bald head, and very good-hearted. So, his son. Then father of my mother's incarnation is so his grandson, so grandson. That's my mother's incarnation father. So the wife came from Roling, wife of the Lamang's son. Came from Rolling. So she was in the cave, and my mother was telling her and giving advice. She was already pregnant. She was already pregnant. This is my mother's incarnation. They're already pregnant. In the in her. Then my mother was advising to her, don't go to other people's house to take food. Means to not get pollution. She was emphasizing very much to keep it clean and take care. Also advising very much to her. That I remember. So when that was, of course, sooner than my mother passed away, and then the custody. So he was talking about Laudo. Didn't come to Laudo, but it was talking so much about Laudo. And then my sister went to Ofakata, the White Scout there. Then my mother's incarnation wear the kata on the neck for 7 days, day and night. And so that means so just the essence and the kature. Having waiting long time to meet my brother Sangje and my mother's friend, my mother's best friend Angpurwa, lived in Thame, where I was born. And Katsura, he is somebody who has, I think, a good heart, helped many people. So many people in the village, in the around, they respect him, they like him. So anyway, came one day when they went to see. So Angpurwa went to see incarnation at Ganu. So as soon as he sat down, then you see my mother's incarnation. He mentioned his name, Angpurwa. He can remember. He can remember his name, Angpurwa. As soon as sit down, then my mother's the incarnation's mother to serve, I don't know what tea or wine or chang, I'm not sure what. So to serve, then the incarnation suddenly mentioned Angpurwa, mentioned name, and please have. So then Angpurwa grabbed him and cried, because the incarnation can remember, can recognize, can remember him. So then grabbed him, the Angpurwa grabbed the incarnation, they cried. Then the other thing is, seems the cows and the animals my mother looked after before, so she could, I think recognize the cows and that. Seems quite bit attention, like my mother. So anyway, so one surprising thing is that many things. So in the kitchen, he looked for things until he find the past life. Things belong to past life. So he look for until he find. So that's like that. Things belong to my mother in the past. So my mother collected the buttons. So not now, just before, much before, when I was Sologumbu, before I went to Tibet, the buttons, the plastic buttons, so precious and regardless of practicing Sulkambu. So my mother they still hold precious, you see. So there was a shirt. They took out the plastic buttons, collected in the bottle, left somewhere left. Then my sister, who is nun, and she made a shirt for incarnation to wear, yellow shirt. And then my mother's the plastic button collected in a bottle was used for the shirt. And then when the shirt was put on English, oh, he said, these are my buttons. These are my buttons, he said. That's one memory. See? So many things you remember from past life. You know? Whether this is my mother's reincarnation or not, there's no need to debate. You know? She remembers so many things. Then you see, my mother has one prayer bowl that Lama Pasang met, and so turned on a bed, you know, to turn the table. So, and then the incarnation, whenever it comes to Lauto, then he gives scarf to the prayer bowl, or he holds the prayer bowl, or all the time. So like that. Or on the first time when he came, he went around 7 times to Gomba outside. That's why my mother used to do like that every day. So incarnation did that. Then came in, there was his own throne. Tables are carved by the famous artist, Sherpa artist. So the incarnation went to the throne to get blessing. Then I was sitting down below, down below. So he went to Dad to Bendigo. Then went to the altar. After that, he went to the altar, the long altar, and that to get the blessing. So this is how Mother used to do it. He did it exactly. So, then everybody offered kata, the scarf, to him. Only 2 people, he returned back to everybody, but only 2 people he didn't. He didn't return back. One was his father, and one was there was one monk there called Tsurunuru. He's from there, but came down to Kapan to study. Then to help, then he came with us, Lama and me came to help with us. Then he didn't get a flight. He waited Lula for quite some time, and then he didn't get a seat in the flight. So just because that. And then he had to stay at Laudo. Then he's been staying at Laudo up to now for so many years. But main thing what he does is he just only himself alone. He read Kanjur Buddha's teaching more than 100 volumes. He himself alone read for quite a number of years, and he's read now 7 times. He read all the Buddhist teachings, Kanjur, 7 times alone, and maybe now 8 times. I'm sure some of that. That's what he does, main thing. Sorry, I don't know, the conversation that might talk run out in my mother's life story. See, so many things you can remember, of the past lives. Like this. So that, you see, my mother used to recite Om Mani Padme Hum 50 times a day, except the year that she was going to pass away, could not recite. She told me. So otherwise, in the past, she used to recite 50,000 times a day. So of course, this memory, you see, such this clear memory. You see, table. There's a table. So one atom of the table. There's so many atoms the table has, but one atom. So the benefit of the mantra, change the mantra. So one atom of the from the table is like that. So there's unbelievable skies of benefit, but this is one small thing, like atom of the table, like that. So you can remember so much of the past lives things. Then people, all the things who served, my mother. So do not feel shy. Immediately can talk. But new people, of course, is shy. But people that my mother met, then can remember, doesn't be shy. So like that, then my ideas to come to Kapan, we inaugurated incarnation, the enthronement we did at Kapan. And my idea is to study philosophy, Buddhist philosophy at Kapan. The teachings come from Narendra by great pundits in Tibet. So study the Buddhist philosophy. Learn Buddhism well. Then, of course, later when you practice, when you initiate, when you teach others, initiate or teach others your own practice. Of course, whichever sect, whichever sect you wish, you can do that. That was my idea. You see, but then you see, the parents didn't agree. Parents, of course, they are the grandfather, that. So they said, some Lama said, to go to Panorama, which is more South India, the Nyingma monastery. So they said some Lama did observation, and that father didn't allow to send to Kapan monastery to study Buddhist philosophy. So they wanted to send to South India. And then they asked me to write a letter asking the Rinpoche, Pino Rinpoche, to help. So I did write the letter. And then I think in 15 days, after 15 days, there was wind blowing, or maybe thundering or wind blowing, and my mother incarnation was playing outside, and then you see he tried to go inside the room, then he fell down, his head knocked on the corner of the step, cement step of the monastery. So, then they were taken to the small hospital small hospital, and they want to wait until Rinpoche comes, because Rinpoche went away, not to the monastery. So then they didn't want to listen to me, so they were very upset. And so later they took to Bangalore, where bigger hospital, and couldn't help. Got a constantly fever and don't get better. Yes, and after some time they brought to Nepal. No doctors could accept. No doctors accept the operation again. So my brother's wife's friend doctor accepted finally, and then operated. And then the still pieces of bones left there, skulls, pieces of skulls broke. They left there, do not cleaned. So 3 more days got better, but then died. Passed away. So it was wonderful child. I thought wonderful child. It went in the hand of the good practitioner, monk, good practitioner. That good practitioner. In the hand of the good monk, so that this child will become excellent to life, monk life. That's what I thought. So when he was at the Kapan, whatever he says is so, for me, is so interesting. His voice, whatever he says. So I want to wait the next one because it's so interesting. So I want to wait the next chat, whatever he says, next chat, like that. So it's so interesting. It's so enchanting. I would say it was like that. His voice, his speech. But the interesting thing is, my mother, before she died, in my cave, in the cave, before she died, she was talking to the incarnation's mother, who was doing something, serving tea or something, and she was pregnant. That part is very interesting. My mother didn't pass away yet. It's like you manifest. It's like you manifest. So, almost like that. Yeah. So anyway, no, was okay. Okay. So sorry, it took time. Yeah, I think kind of that then great Tilopa, great yogi Tilopa advice. Mugu tatu ame muguin. Mugu tatu ame muguin. Oh, the ultimate faith, respect, is the devotion, respect to Guru, to one's own Guru. The meaning of that is whether the blessings of the three rare sublime ones, Kunchosum, three rare sublime ones, I told you already, Buddha Sangha, the blessings of the three rare sublime ones, whether you receive or not, whether the qualities of the realizations and the understanding, the knowledge of the teachings, quality, the actualize the path, you see, qualities, the qualities of the qualities of the education, the teachings, and other one, the realization, the meaning. You see, you meditate, practice, then get realization, actualize in your heart. So, whether you generate or not, the qualities of the understand the teachings and the realizations. It dependent to your own guru, that you actually see Buddha. You have a devotion, respect. Whether you have devotion, respect, whether you have devotion and respect or not, to your own guru, seeing Buddha. To your own guru, seeing Buddha. So whether you have that devotion and respect, whether you have that or not. So everything, receiving blessings of Buddha Dhamma Sangha within you, and also generating the qualities of realization, the scripture understandings, all depend on, everything depends on that. Whether you have a devotion, respect, that your own guru seeing as Buddha. The Kadamba Kara Kumchung mentioned. Kadamba Kara Kumchung. He said, Sambalation Uttar Chilurang Samlechung Hadang Lama Kunjola Mota Wachishan. So there are, I don't know, 37 or the advice from Kadamba Keshikara Kumjung, and every Kasuri stanza at the end there's an ang like that. So here somebody Shin Utar Chilurang Samlechung Hadanama Kunjola Mutawa Chishiang. So what he's saying here is Kasuri. Symbol just like increasing wishes, wish grand jewel. Just like increasing wishes, wish grand jewel. The one I described. That's among the diamonds and sapphire, all that is the most precious. So, see, by praying to that, you get all the needs for this life immediately manifest. Just like increasing wishes, which are going to do. Tilopa is the legends. Next verse. The blessing comes from within one's mind. Tilopa is the legend. 하다라마 건조라 뭐 잡아 지상. trudy kasure the deity guru the three precious or three rare sumna ones. Then mogu takwa chishangs do as a do intensive devotion, respect. Then it is mentioned by Drunga. Sorry, yesterday I mentioned one quotation, but I did not remember exact words. So, 천대 제단 땡길 맞추나? 하자. 뭐래? 천대 천대 제단 땡길 맞추나? 수당 되다 채나 채도 주고 천대 제단 땡길 주거나 그리고 년도 속에 그래서 지자유스 그리고 년도 속에 지자유스 반독하래서 so the the qualified Lord qualified we decided to translate J, perfect one. Perfect one. Jitun, J, perfect one. Not venerable. J, perfect one. So, which Kasure has well, I say Dhammakaya. That means it has translate wisdom as a boyness. Kasure. So that's the J meaning of ultimate meaning of J is that. So we decided to translate the perfect, the attendant, having all the qualities. Means having all the qualities. Having characteristics, having all the qualities, 10 and tenden jedang. Tende machuna, sudan deda chana chitujus. If you didn't break the dependent arising, the connection to the guru, the qualified category, perfect one, then you break connection with anybody. Sudan Dadachana, with anybody, you break connection. That's the Chedujus, let it be. That doesn't matter, let it be. Anybody other than Guru, if you break connections, doesn't matter, let it be. So, you see, generally, because samsara, nature of samsara, people change. Friend, enemy, stranger, all change, So, short-term friend, then become enemy, or people changes, nature of samsara, relationship changes. So anyway, the qualified perfect one, if you didn't break the dependent arising, dependent arising, the connection, the good connection, you see, then doesn't matter with anybody, sentient beings.